Okay, I'm using substitution when both of these are in slope-intercept form, which means you have y equals mx plus or minus b. So this would be the slope and this would be the y-intercept. But what we notice is negative 5x minus 8 is equal to y, and negative 6 minus 10 is equal to y. Well, if they're both equal to y, we can actually make them equal to each other. So what I did is I took negative 5x minus 8 and made it equal to negative 6x minus 10. Now what you notice is I have variables on both sides. I don't want to have variables on both sides, so my suggestion is always to get rid of the smaller variable, and the smaller variable is actually the larger negative number. So I'm going to add 6x to both sides. So I don't have variables on both sides now because I canceled these out, and this leaves me with a positive 1x minus 8 equals a negative 10. So now what I have to do is get this x by itself. In order to get that x by itself, I have to do the opposite of minus 8, which is plus 8. And if I add 8 to both sides, these cancel out. So I'm left with my x is equal to a negative 2 because I subtract to keep the sign a larger digit. Well, I know my x is negative 2, but I still need to know my y. So how do I find my y? Well, I'm going to take this x and I'm going to plug it in either to this equation or this equation. I normally pick the one with the smaller numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in up here. I'm going to plug it in for the x up here. So I have negative 5 times negative 2 is a positive 10. And then I'm going to have 10 minus 8, which is 2. So if I plug this negative 2 in for x, I'm going to get 2. So my y would be 2 when my x is negative 2. If I plugged it in here, and I plugged in a negative 2, negative 6 times negative 2 is a positive 12, and 12 minus 10 is also 2. So it doesn't matter which one you plug it into.